Sistas, let me say something that might offend you. Some of you are praying and still staying broke. Not because God isn't listening, but because you're praying wrong. The Bible says in James 4:2, you do not have because you do not ask. But what if you are asking, just not the right way? I remember sitting in church. They were passing around an offering plate for someone in need, and barely anyone had anything to give. $1, maybe five. And when it got to me, I had nothing. And I remember praying, Lord, I want to be the one who can help. I want to be the answer to someone else's prayer. And then I said something bold. God, I want to be wealthy. And I braced myself for guilt, but instead, I felt peace because God is not your increase. He's against misalignment. Most people pray like this: God bless me, Lord provide. But that's vague. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain. That includes your finances. Specific prayers don't inform God, they transform you. That's why Mark 11:24 says, whatever you ask in prayer, believe you have received it. You can't believe clearly if you haven't defined it clearly. So instead of God bless me, pray, Lord, increase my income to $5,000 a month so I can give, build, and help others. Now your faith has direction. Stay with me because the third thing is where most Christians get it wrong, and it's why nothing is changing. Now let's be real. You cannot pray for overflow and live in laziness. James 2:26 says, faith without works is dead. And Proverbs 10:4 says, diligent hands bring wealth. God will give you ideas, opportunities, skills, but you still have to move. God gives the seed, but you still have to plant it. Now, this is the part people skip. Why do you want money? Because James 4:3 says, you ask and do not receive because you ask with wrong motives. God is not building selfish wealth. He's building kingdom people. Genesis 12:2 says, I will bless you and you will be a blessing. So don't just pray, God make me rich. Pray, God increase me so I can help others, give more, and build something meaningful. Here's the difference. After you pray, you move like the answer is yes. Not reckless, but prepared. Luke 16:10 says, whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. So if you're praying for more, manage what you have better. Your life should match your prayer. Here's what I want you to do this week. Write down a specific financial number. Add so that your purpose. Pray it out loud daily. Fix one habit, money, discipline, or skill. When you combine specific prayer, consistent work, right motives, faithful stewardship, that's when things shift. Because God doesn't just want to bless you, He wants to trust you. Be honest in the comments. Have you been praying vague prayers? And if you're ready to change that, type, I'm praying different now. And share this with a sister who needs this message.